Merry Christmas! Tomorrow's the big day. I heard Santa Claus got a BBL this year, so I hope you've got the XL chimney so he can squeeze those playful butt cheeks down there and deliver his special presents for you that you've been asking for. And I even heard from a reliable little helper of his that if you leave goof juice out instead of milk and cookies, old St. Nicholas will be extra happy and might leave you bonus presents. And what if I told you that jolly old son of a bitch done paid me a visit a little early before Christmas with a gift that just can't help but put a smile on my face? A douchebag prankster just got arrested and is facing a Class 6 felony. This is the gift we've all been asking for. 'Tis the season, and they always say it's better to give than to receive. And this one brain-dead idiot fucking turbo moron prankster decided to give random people in a Walmart grocery aisle poison. Yes, spraying food with bug spray. This guy's good. He's got talent. I'm sure I don't need to educate you that bug spray isn't a safe thing to be consuming. It's literally poison. You could get very ill if you had consumed any of the food that he had sprayed with this. I don't know how someone gets this stupid. I actually don't know how that's possible. You could be chewing on raw plutonium and I don't think it could rot your brain as much as clout does. Like, this guy, his whole Instagram page is nothing but like committing crimes for some internet updoots. I'll go over some of his other recent stinkers here in just a moment, but I have to focus on this for a little bit here because this is unbelievable. It seems like he got inspiration from the Tylenol murderer. You remember the Tylenol murders? Well, I'm guessing this degenerate must have viewed that guy as a prankster. I'm sure all of you know the Tylenol murders, but just in case, I'll drop a quick lore recap on it. Many moons ago, there was a villain who swapped out Tylenol capsules for cyanide and then put the bottles back on the shelf. Buyers bought them, obviously not knowing they'd been tampered with, took them, and some people died from it. This is that same DNA. He is actually just poisoning strangers. He is tampering with their food with literal poison. And that's the content. Now, real quick, let's just set everything else aside here. Just throw it all into the shitter for a moment. Who watches these videos? Who is the audience? There is nothing to even be entertained by. Let's say he wasn't using poison. Let's say he walked up to the food and he sprayed it with cologne, or he sprayed it with fart spray, so it smells all yucky like ass. Well, there's still no video there. Like, what is there to even kick your feet up at? He walks up, he sprays a little bit on it, he just spritzes it, and then he walks away. That's the whole video. What do you even get entertained by? Like, who watches it? I don't know. Like, how lobotomized could you possibly be? It is just the most boring turd burger garbage ever. Nothing is even happening in the video. Like, do you also throw your hands up when you're riding the escalator from the thrill of movement? Like, just watch some fucking jingling keys at that point. Holy Lord, it makes no sense. So even if he wasn't using poison, if he was just using anything else, it would still just be a trash video and a terrible prank. I don't understand who even watches this. Like, I can almost wrap my noodle around kids being entertained by douchebags harassing people in public because they'd look at that and be like, whoa, he's bad. He's being so naughty, holy shit. But this, and this guy's whole page, which has hundreds of thousands of followers, is just another level of incomprehensible, embarrassing hoopla. Like, it's painful. If you tried to train AI on this guy's pranks, the AI would probably kill itself because it wouldn't want to subject itself to more torture and being trained on these kind of pranks. Anyway, though, goofball's being charged with 3 different crimes: a Class 6 felony, introducing poison, and 2 misdemeanors, criminal damage and endangerment. From what I understand, he could face between 5 to 20 years from what I've read for this. I'm hoping they don't play softball here. There needs to be some kind of precedent set that you can't just fucking poison people for a prank. Like, come on. So what happened is he filmed himself grabbing a can of bug killer, which was Hot Shot Ultra Bed Bug and Flea Killer. Then he sprayed it on fruit, vegetables, and cooked chicken. He didn't pay for the chemical spray or the contaminated food, and then he left. Apparently he had posted the video and was shocked by the reaction that people had to it. They weren't too pleased with what he'd done. According to police, once he left, he began to see comments online saying how horrible the act was and he decided to return and collect the items. What a saint. Now, before the charges were filed, apparently the fresh food was thrown away right after and no one was poisoned, which is actually a miracle because there was quite a bit of time that passed between him spraying the shit with poison and leaving the store. The defendant returned about 10 minutes after he sprayed the items and attempted to collect the items he had sprayed, placed them in a shopping cart, and wheeled them back to the rear of the store to try and prevent people from taking the contaminated items. Mind you, he would not have gone back in if people didn't tell him to. If people weren't telling him that he might potentially kill somebody with this, he would have never gone back in and people would have taken those items none the wiser and probably gotten very, very sick because, well, surprise, ingesting poison's not that good for you. And 10 minutes is a good bit of time to have passed with those contaminated items on the shelves. I can ejaculate like 3 or 4 times in 10 minutes. It's reasonable to assume that within that time frame, someone might have come in and taken one of those items and gotten super sick from it. This guy has a fucking chug jug of idiot potion at his house, and he is drinking that every single evening. How can you be so dumb that you didn't recognize that spraying poison on food can hurt people? And how could you have possibly thought even your dumbest members of your audience would think that that was a good prank? So yeah, this isn't like a small whoopsie-daisy type thing. This is something that he really needs to face real repercussions for. There needs to be an example made out of someone that does shit like this. At some point, like, we have to come together and say enough is enough. Now, TikTokers and Instagram losers are poisoning people for content. Like, there's gotta be a point where you're like, okay, we're not going to play softball. You're going to get the 5 to 10 years. Because that's what he's facing from what I've read. It's like a 5 to 10 year potential sentence. And he should absolutely get it. He should not be able to get off easy for this. Before showing you some more of his dog shit, I'd like to show you something that's probably going to make you even more furious at this guy. He admitted that he can earn between $6,000 to $10,000 a month for doing acts like these and posting them on social media. He is making substantially more money than most people working right now, just from going out there attempting to poison strangers or harassing workers or just harassing people going about their day-to-day life. I only learned about this douchebag from him being arrested, but even still, I actually gave him the benefit of the doubt on a few of these that they might be fake. But they're not. In this case, I thought what might have happened here is he filmed this random stranger putting his laundry in the washing machine, and then when he put the bacon and eggs into the clothes during the cycle, he actually didn't put it into that guy, the stranger's clothes, he put it into like his own clothes at one of a different washing machine. Which would still ruin the washing machine too, like that still would be destructive, but wouldn't be nearly as bad as just ruining this man's night, ruining his clothes at the laundromat. But what an imbecile I was for thinking that this guy might not be a gigantic asshole all of the time. His whole purpose is just making strangers' lives miserable for his content. He actually did just completely fuck this guy in the face, ruining his laundry, and you can confirm this because the guy comes in and puts his clothes in washing machine number 19, engages the cycle, and walks away. Then this douchebag comes over with the bacon and eggs, throws it into washing machine number 19, and re-engages the cycle. And you can see it right at the end that, yep, it's number 19 that he came in and just completely ruined. This is one of his shorter ones where he nearly performs a halo assassination here on this worker that's cleaning off a bench. So he jumps on him from the top turnbuckle here while he is cleaning and could have easily have broken this guy's arm. He was cleaning the table and then jumps on the area where he is still actively cleaning. If he had stretched his hand out even an inch further, he would have had his hand broken, finger broken, or arm broken.
You're doing a good job.
This is his bread and butter content. This is his favorite thing in the world. He loves fucking with fast food workers. He doesn't even treat them like human beings. He treats them as less than NPCs. The way he treats fast food workers is worse than how people treat civilians in Skyrim. This guy has so many videos jumping the counter, harassing the workers. He is at his happiest when fast food workers are at their most miserable because of him. Oh, it's his favorite thing in the world. He loves it. In fact, he needs it, really. Like a plant needs the sun. He photosynthesizes fast food workers' agony into his dopamine. He has so many videos being a complete insufferable asshole to fast food workers.
Tacos in the egg roll. Hey. A bathroom?
Bathroom 7287.
What can I get for you? On a burrito? I got you.
This guy super sucks. You get the idea. I don't need to keep showing you a montage of his degeneracy. I'm just hoping, with fingers crossed, he gets the book thrown at him, because he should. His most recent prank would literally have injured a lot of people in a big way. I don't know if it would have necessarily killed them, depending on the amount he sprayed, I guess, but it would have been very detrimental to the health of people that consumed his poisoned products that he made for his Instagram content. It's so trash, and he deserves to go to jail for a long time because of it. Also, this loser apparently describes himself as a supervillain, so he's really proud of what he does. Could there be anything more corny than to call yourself a supervillain? What a loser! What an absolute fucking dweeb! So yeah, I really wanted to talk about this a little bit. That's about it. So yeah. Alright, let's get the old man some action. You see there's a city-killing asteroid that has a 2.3% chance to hit Earth in 2032. That's an extremely high percent that I have to imagine you've mistranslated. Like 2.3 in general isn't high, but for a city-killing asteroid, that's an extremely high chance. Yeah, we'll look it up in a minute. Right now I gotta get Grandpa some pussy.
Are you still up to it?
Do you think I am a little bitch like you?
I like that voice. That's very calming. That's like a Disney Pixar voice right there. That feels good. Yeah, we'll play that. Alright, let's get it. Chapter 1.
Oh, this is life. What a beautiful moment.
Fat bong rips. Good work, old timer.
Please don't tell me
I'm the woman you keep staring during the whole DUI meeting.
Oh, I can't help myself when I see a gorgeous woman.
Yeah, cut the bullshit.
The
I'm calling you
Riz.
because I need your help. In the meeting,
Holy.
you told that you used to be
Prohibition
in the
era
military,
Riz.
right?
Not only in the military, I was a ranger, and that always attract woman. Am I right?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I need a favor from you, but please
Yeah,
don't
it is
tell
kind of
me
quiet.
why.
I'll turn it up in a
Wait,
sec.
give me a second. I'm sorry, lady, but I'm not doing shit.
I will have sex with you.
Wait, what?
If you do this for me, I will sleep with you.
What's the color of the van again?
Purple, the van is purple.
What a deal.
Okay, Grandpa.
Man, it is really quiet.
Grandpa is fucking tonight.
Amen. Alright. Now that's a noble mission. Hello? Wait. Hello? Oh, there we go. It wasn't letting me move the camera. Hey, not a whole lot of options here. You got one for sound? Like the volume? Anywhere? Nah, Grandpa doesn't need that. Sound a cheek clap, it'll be thunderous. I'll just turn it up in OBS. Even though it's super fucking quiet in general. Alright, let's get it. We gotta smuggle someone.
Oh,
Get 'em!
No. They found us.
Oh,
As
shit.
soon you see them start shooting.
Stealth takedown. Oh shit, you blew my cover. Oh, my controller's vibrating. I can't decide between keyboard and mouse or controller. Grandpa's confused. Get off the street! Get inside!
Princess,
Wait, I can just...
Princess, I have some delicious yummy snacks.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I didn't need to do that.
Princess, I forgive you for eating my...
Man, she died and was still just talking about her cat. That's love. You see that shit? You see that, son? Take this! Yeah! My Wing Chun! Ah! Oh man, I just one-tapped him with that. Got him with that flying crane kick. Where's my backup? Oh man, I am smooth with it. Check out the speedrun strat. Nope, can't get on top of that. Shit! Oh! The movement tech. Oh boy, the reload. Ah! Damn. Back to Metamucil. You really get a lot of speed. But I can't combo that. Like, I'm trying to jump at the end of it to, like, get some really good movement tech. But you can't. They should have had bunny hopping. Oh, wait, that's our driver. That's our driver, my bad.
Whoa, don't take another step. Are you the guys?
Young man, I suggest you lower your weapon if you want to go home tonight.
True, this could have
You are them
speedrun
for
potential.
Sure. Get in quick. The boss is waiting.
Okay, but first we need to stop at the drugstore.
You are a cranky old timer. You really need to relax.
This reminds me of, like,
Smoke
Drama
some
Club.
I
weed.
don't want new kids.
Like when they did the
Yes,
improv
it's coming
exercises
to
and
your
shit.
boss.
Ugh.
Wait, what did you just tell me? Are you been awarded with the privilege to fuck my boss?
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
That is awesome! Her breast was sculpted by God itself, and the best part is that she has smooth curves to ride. I dream about her almost every night.
And you are going to still keep dreaming.
I just lost the ability to jump. Grandpa's arthritis kicked in. What the fuck? I can't jump now. Thanks, Boomship Robert. Okay, I'm gonna have to restart. Okay, big restart. Sent Grandpa straight to heaven. Let's try that again. Let's see, I wonder. Okay, nope, nope, that's not gonna work. Oh, fuck. They don't miss shots. It's actually aimbot. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Ah, oh, God. Grandpa's depends are about to be fucking full.
But I have to do this. I just realized, what if she is in her period?
Alright. Okay. That's a good question. What if? Oh, there's fall damage. No! Damn it, his old knees. He couldn't hang. How do you throw grenades, man? Oh, it's middle mouse button. What a grenade. Wow, that was clean. Oh, close call. He really thought. He thought he had me. You never had me. You never had your car. Granny shifting that double clutching like he should. Lucky it didn't blow the nuts off Grandpa. How did he not die? Oh, there's gonna be a bunch of waves, I bet. No, maybe not. Good guy, bad guy? Bad guy. Oh man, look at me go. Holy shit. Oh, yikes. Oh my god. My accuracy is unbelievable. It's inhuman. Hello? I'm soft locked again. That door should open. I really don't know what my thought process was there. It is not that kind of game. I haven't missed a headshot in like fucking 15 kills. I'll probably never miss a headshot again, even outside of this game. He thought, I know everyone thought I was going to miss that one. And that one. You guys are fools to think I'm going to hit all of these. This is so dirty what I'm doing to him right now. Oh, the flinch, it just fucked me. Wow. Those reflexes? Holy shit, this is better than Kovacs. It really is. This is just the best aim trainer. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, the way he's carrying this strap? Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's been around the block a few times. You can see his aura, too. Oh, you're right, you can. He's got like a little, like a Saiyan aura around him, like a little white glow. He actually kind of looks like when you crop something out and put a mask on it in Sony Vegas. That's adorable. Whew. Man, they're everywhere down here. We're getting close. She's nearby. Where's that coming from? Where's that coming from? What the fuck? I'm pretty sure our bullets collided in midair. I saw the sparks.
Help!
I'm here! Oh god!
Looks like someone is tied up.
It's about time you show up.
Your dumbass assistant drives really slow.
Either way, thank you for doing this. I was starting to worry. You got scared of the feds and lied to me about your military experience.
And why I would do that?
I don't know. That's much better.
Come on, let's get you out of this place.
Wait!
What are you doing? We have to go.
Your military experience was true. Let's see if your other legends are true. I'm giving you what you came here for.
Whoa! But we were in such a rush to get out of here.
Bless America.
Wow! That's the end of the game? What an experience, what an experience, wow. What a game, what a game. Oh, wowee. Nightclub Simulator Prologue. Everything simulators. We'll try it. Let's make the best nightclub America's ever seen. It's what the people deserve. I don't know many nightclubs in locations that look like this. This seems like a very UK thing. Can't say I've ever been anywhere that looks like this in America. Okay, mop up the dirt. I'm on it. Okay, can't clean the blood yet. Oh no, I did. There we go. This place looks clean as a whistle. Where else is the filth? Whoa, that's not even a mirror. That's a portal to a different dimension over there. Shit'll take you to the back rooms. They didn't even really put any effort into the glory hole. What? Am I on the crack pipe? I don't see any other dirt. There's no more mess. Thanks, Primace. Oh, hey. Okay, so I can't bring them all in at once. Prepare 2 fusion, 2 double fusion cocktails. Oh, okay. Double fusion, gin and gin. Where's this normal fusion? Just gin. Maybe? A glass, no doubt. Shaker. Okay. Now the gin goes in the shaker. Oh, nope, I just double fusioned. That's alright. Someone's getting their money's worth. Oh, that was so clean. Alright. Double, single, complete. Order up. Drink with a glass pressing middle mouse. You can have a drink with your friends to relax. When you're drunk, you might see some weird things around. We'll hit a double fusion. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Got a little buzz going. Now we fucked this thing up. Oh, it's gonna be AI music again. Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. Put up your dukes. Put up your dukes, pussy. This ain't the kind of club you're used to. Yeah, you like that? Hey, you fucking like that? You like that? Alright, alright. I'll get you a drink. Hey, what's going on, buddy? Hey, hey, hey.
We're paying for the ticket. I hope they don't charge us.
Okay. Oh, hey, 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 hey! Hey, what the fuck is that? He just came in for free. What, how much money did you just give me? I wasn't looking. What did you give me? How much money did you just give me? It was, oh, it says up here. You gave me $17.86, brother. It's a $2 ticket. Get away, get away. I have to get out of here. I understand the customer's not waiting for change. I'm trying to get the fuck out of here. Because a customer just came in for free. It's just Q. Brother, that's just sad. You in here? Where's that freeloader? Where did he go? I'll be back. I'll be up there in a second. What? Who just said that? Is that you? 2009. Get the fuck out of here, man. No, get out of here. What'd you just say to me? What'd you say to me, punk? What'd you say? Yeah, how about that, David Attenborough? How about that? Huh? Don't you ever come back. There we go. Where are you going? Well, the party's just getting started. You're twins here. Yeah, I mean, I guess it is all dudes. Man, is this the... God, what... The cloning program was a great success, but why are they the only ones that want to come party here?
What the fuck's a deep note? Hey, I know you wanted me to fail, and the way I'm built is bullet.
Man, this guy is fucking schmoovin'. This place is gonna pop off soon, I feel it. We're due for a come up. Someone place a drink order, for God's sake. Sober Sally's just came out here to bust it. There we go. Nope, maybe not. I thought he was coming for to place an order. He came just to bust it down by himself. I still am not getting any customer orders for this tutorial. I think I soft locked myself when I beat the shit out of my first customer. To be honest with you. Don't leave. Don't leave. I am begging you not to leave. You paid $2 to be here. Please, God, go back in. Please, don't leave me alone with him, man. Oh, no. Not you two. Oh, no. Why? Oh, the music stopped. No! I swear the jukebox works. This never happens. No! Please! Oh, my business. 865. Perfect. Oh, I'm hallucinating the bar stool running away. Wow, it's like Beauty and the Beast with the furniture coming to life. I don't know why he's talking like some kind of quirky wizard. But here, I've actually got the drinks you ordered. Put the prepared cocktail on the glass tray and deliver it to the customer. Okay. Oh, he just wants one double fusion.
Perfect. You got it right.
There we go. See, we're good now. He talks like the Ice King from Adventure Time, kinda. Or not the Ice King, Fuck, who's that character from Adventure Time? Hey, how's it going? My first female customer. That guy's gonna be thrilled. I want to watch him fall in love.
Come on, hurry up a bit.
Another drink order? Holy fuck, man.
Please.
Oh, yeah. They're hitting it off. I know, right? Tell your friends about the club, huh? I know, how good is it, right? Am I fucking right? Here, your double fusion. Your second one. Yeah. Hey! You didn't pay. You did not pay to be here. Oh. He's just in here to change the gas. Just the gas guy. Wait, what did you want, ma'am? Double fusion? Coming right up. Immediately puked. And immediately goes to get another drink. That's my kind of guy. There you go, ma'am.
Did I accidentally sign up for mystery drink night?
What? I thought she ordered a double fusion.
I'll need it tonight.
Why is he talking like a leprechaun? Everyone, what is happening here? I need to place an order. Need more gin. Need more ice. Oh, hey, wait! I got your drink coming right up. Oh, that guy was already fucking plastered, though, to be fair. You wanted a fusion, right? Yeah, just a fusion. There you go, ma'am. Fusion. Enjoy. I know, best night ever, am I right? I know. Tell your friends, tell your friends. There you go, sir. Here's your fusion.
Guys offer eye exams with the drinks because you clearly didn't see my order, right?
Even on my screen it said fusion and fusion, right? I thought this was always going to be correct, but okay. Ma'am, I got a double fusion for... Okay. Long distance pissing, eh? Very impressive work. Oh, I got customers waiting. I need to get this order right, though.
Long left this.
No, don't leave! Don't leave!
Well,
There you go.
You read my mind. Are you a bartender or a psychic?
Okay, there we go. Shit. Hey guys, how's it going? Hey, welcome. What? You won't believe what's happening in there. Yeah, titties out the wazoo. It's the best night of your life. But not for you. Get the fuck out, man. No, wait, don't. Oh, she left. What? Stop! Stop showing up! Well, not the most successful night, but for opening day, not too shabby. Alright. Personal earnings, $7. Early bird gets the worm. I'm gonna raise the price a little bit. What the fuck, man? You can't come in. Why do you keep showing up? How many times do I have to turn you away? You can't come in! Oh my god, it's you again! I just turned you away. Did you go get a fake ID in that time? Oh no, this is just a... You just happen to look a lot like that other guy. You dirty bastard. You did not pay to be here. What the fuck is that thing?
What?
That's my boy. That's some Silent Hill shit right there. Much oblige. Alright, alright. What can I get you? Where are all my glasses going when my customers finish with them? Do they take the glasses with them as a souvenir? Where
Hell yeah!
like, where did they just go? So we just sculled that in 2 seconds. Now it's just gone. I got too impatient. I need glasses. I think I have to order glasses. I think that's the problem. They just steal them. Or eat the glass. I'm not really sure. I just want my glasses back, man. Oh my god, and they come in individually. No, that can't be right. That cannot be right. No shot. Man. This is an expensive business. Somehow making drugs is less expensive than fucking starting a nightclub. Well, he wasn't feeling you very much, Jesse. Sorry to say. No music. No music. Man, I run the saddest club in the EU. You know we're closed, Jesse, right? It's 6 o'clock. Do you have nowhere to go? Oh, it's hitting now. Oh, yep, now it's hitting. Bye, Jesse. See you tomorrow. Yeah, I'll walk out with you. Good day. Good day. We made 17 bucks. Holy shit. It's not exactly $1 million idea, but it's honest work. Less than minimum wage. Significantly, yeah. Soon I'll get live music and a stripper, I'm sure. That I have no doubt. I'm cranking the price up today, I'm gonna be honest with you, bud. You caught me at a bad day. Really? You're gonna get that mad about the price? Okay, you know what? This I needed this. I actually needed this. Blow off some steam. You could have just left. You could have just walked away. You could have just walked away. Take that with you to Valhalla. What? Hello? It's not free. What the fuck? Can you at least pay me to be here? And just walk around fucking aimless? Are you leaving? This is crazy. Are they a figment of my imagination? What is going on here? I'm not even running a nightclub. This is just fucking One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Can I get a drink, please?
I hit level 2. I can order orange lemon juice and a keg of beer. Well, no. No, I can't. It's still locked. Maybe I have to wait till tomorrow? It says the tutorial tells me to do that, but I literally can't do that. Oh yeah, maybe it's because of the glasses outside. I do not feel like bringing these in individually. I really don't feel like bringing these in one by one. I think that's enough nightclub simulator. I cannot be bothered to bring that shit in. What a club I was able to run. Oh, what an experience. Wow. Now I know how it feels to work in Miami. That was pretty awesome. Review Bro also dropped his hardest diss on Chick-fil-A too. Bro hated the fries. Did they do something different to their fries? Or did he just really not like their waffle fries? Wait, what?
I have to emphasize, this doesn't necessarily come from a place of anger. You have to understand that. More so, it's the type where
Disappointment.
It's
That's so much worse.
it comes
Damn.
from bitter disappointment, really. Just bitter disappointment and almost sadness, in a sense.
When did Chick-fil-A get new fries?
You have places, granted, you know, in the fast food hierarchy, where quality...
I worked Chick-fil-A. We added more starch so they cook better. How recently? I had Chick-fil-A not too long ago. The fries tasted just fine.
So, alright, what's so wrong with them? Well, let's find out.
Oh, no crunch. No crunch. Not crisp. Interesting. Soggy. Flimsy. Flaccid. Not good. I can see the disappointment. It's measurable. Jesus, he's going through the wormhole right now.
Number one, they're not overly crispy.
I noticed,
so
yeah.
There goes that whole narrative. Personally, I don't want something that's going to break your teeth or anything.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It hasn't been that long since I had the fries. They tasted exactly how I remember from when I was but a wee toddler. Did he get, like, a different kind of fry recipe at his local Chick-fil-A? Like, is there actually... I need to look it up. Did they make sweeping changes? One guy said they added more starch, but, like, I didn't notice. Here's an article about it from 3 days ago, which actually predates Review Bruh. Chick-fil-A's new recipe for crispier waffle fries has customers up in arms. You might not need to be a super taster to recognize... Why is this even hyperlinked? Are you a super taster? About a quarter of the population has an especially sensitive sense of taste. What? Who gives a fuck? Man, this is the lamest superpower of all time. I taste things a little bit better? Jesus. To recognize that Chick-fil-A's popular waffle potato fries taste different according to customers who have been posting about it across social media. 2 months ago, a Reddit user wrote, I noticed that the fries are now crispier, but, like, not in a good way. It seems like they almost like battered fries now and just don't have the same taste. Needless to say, I'm not a huge fan. 132 people have commented on the same thread that the fries taste a little stale and are rubbery, old, and dry. Start up those fryers. I'm going to have to go in and check for myself. I've had Chick-fil-A quite a bit over the last few months. I did not notice a difference. Am I just the anti-taster? Chat. Just yeses and nos. Have you noticed a difference in the fries? And be honest. You can't lie here. If you lie, you go to hell. Majority no on both chats. Some yeses sprinkled in there. Those must be the prodigies, the super tasters amongst us. Stanley, get on it. We need to get them in the MCU. Okay, so most people are in my camp where they haven't noticed a difference. And a surprise to no one, that makes Review Bra a super taster. He was born with the gift. Okay, last year we made a slight adjustment to our waffle potato fries recipe, which offers the same great taste while also making our waffle potato fries stay crispier longer. Chick-fil-A told Fast Company in a statement. According to a Chick-fil-A spokesperson, the crispier fries have been tested in markets for more than a year now, and the change took place months ago. Fast food chain's website also notes that while the new recipe doesn't contain any of the 9 major allergens, the fry coating does contain pea starch. More like PP, am I right? Jesus. Popular fast food chain known for its chicken... No, this is just... Wait, what? What is this? Just last year, the company backpedaled on a pledge to exclusively serve 100% antibiotic-free chicken in order to maintain a supply of high-quality chicken due to post-pandemic chicken shortages, a decision that received widespread criticism from customers. That kind of came out of nowhere. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some fucking Chick-fil-A fries tomorrow and try them for myself. You know what? You know what? The last few times I've had Chick-fil-A, I did Uber Eats it. Nope, that's not true. I also went and ate it at the facility itself. So I've had a spread of both, and I've noticed no difference in the fries' crisp texture. You can't because it's Sunday. Curse this forsaken world. I had them today, liked them, but I also asked for extra crispy at Raising Cane's too. Can you do that? Can you just do that at Raising Cane's? I want fries, extra crispy. It's like some James Bond shit. Shake it, not stir. Do you really do that at Raising Cane's? Most of my friends have preference of fries that 90% of places will accommodate. Well done, lightly fried, no salt, anything. You're going to fast food, man. Why are you doing gourmet specifications for your fucking fries? Because we're paying the same as sit-down restaurants now. You know what? I will give you that. That was the best argument I've heard so far. Man, that fucking Chick-fil-A that I was talking about that I've been getting recently, that is not cheap. At all, actually. That is so true. I'll give you that. Fair enough, then. Fair enough. Let me go back to the review. There's a membership, Madlow. Oh, he spiked it like Gronk in the end zone. He is upset.
No, all the life, essentially, is just sucked right out of these fries. They're flavorless. They almost taste... It's like cardboard, for lack of a better word. They're dry. They're flavorless. Not quite powdery, you know, it's not that bad, but...
I just didn't notice. I think at the end of the day, he seems to really not like them. I need to try their new recipe, I guess. I will say I haven't noticed them being crispier, so I think they definitely failed on that front. It's not like they've been significantly crispified. So I feel like it was just super unnecessary. Also, who gives a shit? Like, I don't think, like, Chick-fil-A's been printing money for how long now? I don't think they really needed to revamp their formula unless they just wanted to cut corners and save money. Because every company does that now, where, like, they will squeeze every possible angle for a couple extra bucks. Maybe that's why?
Some of my favorite fast food fries. As a matter of fact, you could go ahead and watch a video that I did, and maybe I'll link it in the description.
He was almost tearing up there just remembering the greatness of the fries.
I did a review. Feedback, at least in the comments and everything that I peruse on this channel, talking about the Chick-fil-A fries and how they need to be so much crispier. And never once have I even seen that.
I also never saw anything like that. I think probably the root of it was whatever they did for their new recipe is ultimately cheaper, and they thought they could keep the fries taste the same, but they couldn't. I actually like that their fries could fold into the sauce cups without breaking. It's adorable. It's so sweet. It's so sweet. Sad watching the quality of everything go downhill the last few years. Well, I mean, yeah, that's it's the direction things go, man. We need more money. We only did record profits last year. We need to do record profits again this year, and then next year, and then next year, so we need to keep cutting these corners. Stop dipping your fries and pour the sauce on them like a man. That's stupid. You're stupid for that. Then your hands get all yucky, and then you need to fucking wipe them off like a toddler, like a little child. Just be a civilized grown adult and dip them. Use a fork. Oh, you make me sick. Using a fork for your fries because you doused them in sauce. Grow up. Grow up. No, they did actually change their Chick-fil-A fry formula. They made a mention of it themselves. It's not a conspiracy. I just haven't noticed a change in taste. That's the big thing for me. But now, with this knowledge in mind, I'm going to go in there with my big boy britches on. I'm going to order my fries, and I'm going to data collect. I'm going to analyze. But it's not going to be tomorrow because tomorrow's Sunday. So come Monday, I'm ordering some fucking fries like a real man. Now that you know they have pea starch, you can't unsee the truth. Yeah, ignorance was bliss. But now I know they got that pea starch on them. Fucking dirty rats. I'm surprised the higher-ups haven't changed it to get more money. That's the next thing. Hey, clip this, put it in the books. I don't know when it's going to happen. Sometime in the future, Chick-fil-A will be opened on Sundays. Every company in the country is in this phase of we have to make record profits every year or else. Which is why you're getting so many things downgrading and cutting corners. Has already changed their fry formula. And I think the next one will be we're opening Sundays for more profits. Mark it. That's my prediction. Chick-fil-A being open on Sunday would actually be positive, though. Yeah, that's one that actually wouldn't be negative. But the point is they're going to go back on their morals, because the reason they don't open on Sunday is because of their religious beliefs, how Sunday is the Lord's Day, so you take the day off. They're going to go back on that in the pursuit of more money. Nah, they're good financially. So is every other Fortune 500 company, but it doesn't stop them from doing some of the most batshit insane decisions to make more money and squeeze on the bottom line. Just, hey, I don't know when it's coming. Might not be soon. But there will come a day where Chick-fil-A is open on Sunday. I'm telling you. I'm telling you it's coming. Biggest prediction since 2025. Women will bang robots. Yeah. It's a good day for rain. Another funeral service as we say goodbye to another game that will join X-Defiant, Concord, Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, and the great beyond of games that shut down within a handful of months. Multiversus. It was announced that Season 5 will be the last update to the game. You'll still be able to play the new characters that are earnable through the Battle Pass, which is Lola Bunny and Aquaman, but the game will be going offline, though you will still be able to play it offline, which is more than you can say for things like Concord. I hate how everything gets compared to that game now, but it really is the gold standard for flop, failure, and fuck-up. And it's a damn shame Multiversus walks this same path. Multiversus actually pulls a pseudo-Morbius here, where it happened twice. So, I really liked this game in beta. I streamed it a lot, and I had a great time. I was one of the top-ranked Shaggies in the world, not to toot my own horn here, but I just had so much fun with it during the beta, and then they took the beta down, saying that, it was only a limited time access to it. That was when people stopped playing it as much, so it really felt more like they didn't maintain the numbers they were hoping for, so they decided to take it off and then bring it back later, hoping that more people would be really hyped for the second go-around. Unfortunately, the second go-around was much worse, with people not flocking to it like they did initially, and the complete product was missing features the beta had. The biggest and, in my opinion, most unforgivable sin was they slowed the pacing of the game down to a glacial crawl. The beta had a great speed. It was nice, it was fast, nuts to butts action, it felt good, and then when they brought it back in the full release, they turned it down to like 0.5 Weenie Hut Jr. mode, and it was much less enjoyable. It was so much slower. And most people, myself included, hated that change. It felt much worse than it did when it was a beta. So, even though a lot of people didn't come back to the game, those that did from the beta didn't stick around with it. I stopped playing after like a week and a half, whereas I played the beta for like 2 months, pretty strongly. It was just genuinely a good time. A platform fighter that felt pretty fresh. You get to play as LeBron James dunking on bitches. You get to play as Shaggy going Super Saiyan and doing some really fun shenanigans. It was great. And then when they took it offline and brought it back, it was a shell of its former self. It's like they sent it to fucking shock therapy or it got lobotomized or something. It just wasn't the same game. And a lot of people felt that. So it didn't have strong player numbers, so this isn't the most surprising news that they're shutting it down. It's just disappointing. It really is just a shame, because I feel like if they never took the beta down, and instead they just added things people were really wanting, like bringing ranked, like competitive matches to the game in a timely fashion. That was a can they kept perpetually kicking down the road, it felt like. But instead they just took the game down and made people that liked it wait even longer for it to come back, and then what they got was a fucking zombie of the game that they used to like. To me, it just boils down to delusion, thinking that somehow taking the game down would create some kind of, like, feverish hype around it with people scratching their neck, waiting for it to come back so they'd start spreading the word, telling their friends, and when they drop it again to be like fucking Half-Life 3 releasing, everyone would flood to the game this time around. When that was never going to happen, all this did was confuse everybody. It was just a baffling choice, and I think it killed the game's momentum. Even though, like, even during its beta, it was starting to lose some momentum, it still did have a pretty loyal player base that you could have absolutely built upon and grew into something beautiful. And it's a lesson that the entire gaming community has been learning over the last year, that these games, these multiplayer games that come out, there's a good chance they don't stick around. So a lot of people don't bother buying anything like skins or passes because why the fuck would you waste money on a game that's not going to be here in a month? There are so many games that shut down so quickly that it feels like a scam if you spent money on it. Multiversus is one of those. They have a $100 Founders Pack that the players are not going to be getting a refund on when this game shuts down. That is, in my eyes, a fucking load of baloney. That is some horseradish for sure. It's such a fascinating cycle of Ouroboros in its own ass here, because the reason games like Multiversus and XDefiant and all that are shutting down is because they don't have players that are spending enough money in the game to make it sustainable. Like, it doesn't make financial sense to keep operating I'm actually having a fucking Porky Pig moment right here. It doesn't make sense to keep paying the developers for Multiversus and to keep building Multiversus if the players aren't spending enough money in the game, but players aren't spending enough money in these games because the uncertainty of the game's lifespan is always called into question. Why would you start spending money in a game that might not be here in 5 months? And that's being generous. A lot of these games don't even make it 5 months anymore, which I think is absolutely absurd, but case in point right here, Multiversus took a year-long hiatus. It went into the hyperbolic time chamber to beef up, get bigger, and then it came back and was much smaller, much weaker, and super wimpy. This game came back and died faster than a fucking butterfly on the interstate crashing into a windshield. It's just so silly to me. So yeah, overall, I'm not surprised that Multiversus is shutting down. I feel like most people probably aren't stunned by that news. You don't need the Mayan calendar to predict this one. But it still is sad. Like, I enjoyed the game. I thought it was great in beta, and then they shut it down, and then brought it back, and then shut it down again. They pulled it twice. Like, come the fuck on. It's just ridiculous at this point. At the very least, though, you will still be able to play this game offline. If anyone ever wants to have LAN parties for Multiversus, that will at least be an option, so that's good. But personally, I really do think there was a chance to turn this into a very niche community. It was never going to reach the heights of like a Super Smash Brothers or something, and it probably wouldn't reach like a Brawlhalla either. But you could have still carved out your own community for Multiversus. It still did have a community. Maybe just tap into that and build there, and maybe don't kill the game's momentum in the first place by taking it offline and putting like a fucking year-long hiatus on the next iteration of it that happens to be a worse iteration of what once was. To me, it just feels like they took too many steps in the wrong direction here, and then there wasn't a whole lot they could do to salvage it, and so they've pulled the plug instead of even trying to somehow make something out of it, which is kind of par for the course for a lot of games these days. So yeah, that's really about it. So yeah. 2 days ago it was tomorrow, yesterday it was today, now look at us. In the present. Today. And still no Epstein files. They treat these like Bubble Bass treats pickles on a Krabby Patty. Still no pickles, but it turns out he's just hiding them. They have the files, it seems, and instead of releasing it to the American public, they'd rather just give these binders that say Epstein Files Phase 1 to some influencers, so that way they can pose with it like a prized fish, where they're smiling and laughing about it like they're about to go to homecoming, instead of just releasing that information. It's so fucking weird. They're treating these extremely serious files with child sex traffickers in them as if they had just got like a baseball from their favorite MLB player who threw it into the crowd for them. It's just not being taken seriously. Not only by the people that have the binder, it seems, but by the actual GOP. I was going to mention this yesterday, but I decided to, sit on my swamp ass and just stew. We'll wait to see what they say about it tomorrow, because I thought there was a chance maybe the House Judiciary Twitter account got hacked with this post. Like, surely they'd release a statement today, but no. they're just going to plug their ears and pretend it didn't happen. But I'm sure a lot of you saw yesterday the actual official House Judiciary Twitter account rickrolled the Epstein files. I shit you not. They posted this tweet, and when you click that link, it takes you to a rickroll. The tweet eventually got deleted, but it was up for hours. It wasn't like a brief thing that some random person scooted into the office and did as a joke. This was something that they posted and kept up for a while. This shit is so outrageous, it has my voice cracking. My vocal folds are left in disbelief like they just watched a David Blaine stunt. Except this isn't like a magic trick or an illusion, this is all very real. They are treating the Epstein files like some kind of joke. This is one of the most infamous child sex traffickers in American history, and they are treating it as if it's not serious. Pff. What? And now they're just not going to ever address that this happened. They're just going to ignore it. That's craziness. Now, like I said at the beginning, I didn't expect the Epstein files to be released today because it's been very clear that that's just not coming. And I think we're at the point where even if they do ever release the Epstein files, there is no faith left, no trust that they won't be tampered with. Like, heavily redacted. They did release some things yesterday, but it was all old information. It wasn't anything new. There was like a couple of like tiny new tidbits, but not really. And at the end of the day, like I said, there's going to be so little trust that this hasn't been heavily fucking flubered with. Made that word up, but it sounds like it could apply. Like, it's a Schmeckeldorfing, it feels like, where the information, it might not even be accurate anymore. Because this has been such an absolute clown show. You can't even trust it. I also just don't even think it's ever going to be released. Period. Like, this has been something that they just keep teasing over and over again, like Beyond Good and Evil 2, and it just, nothing ever comes. It all just fizzles out. And then everyone just forgets about it in like 2 days' time. And I'm so tired of that. They had said the information would be released yesterday, and it was going to be huge. Like, they hyped the shit out of it. This is going to be the Super Bowl of Jeffrey Epstein files. We finally have the whole kit and caboodle. This is everything, and there's going to be repercussions. People are going to be thrown in jail. People are going to be arrested. Well, that didn't happen yesterday, so they said it's going to be today. It'll be February 28th at 8 a.m. sharp. It's just the fucking pesky FBI director did a little, shady business over here, and well, we're getting our handle on it, but it's coming 8 a.m. February 28th. Well, still not here. I didn't expect it to actually be released today, but much like a growth spurt in my 30s, it would have been a nice surprise to finally have them actually release these things. And I feel like in a week, it won't be here. A month, it still won't be released. And eventually people will just forget that it was ever even mentioned. Or they might make like an offhanded comment about it like, oh no, we released those. What are you talking about? We stayed true to what we said. We released it. And it's just the information that's already been known for fucking years. With like nothing new added to it. Not what was promised. Not what they said was actually coming. With all the arrests, all the jail time, and all these new names and all this new information about these evil fucking people that participated in this child sex trafficking. That has still not been released. And there's still not been consequences. So, when is that ever going to be released? Is it ever? And if it's not, why do you keep pretending that it is? It doesn't make any fucking sense. And it's infuriating. It just feels like all of it is just not being treated seriously at all. The fucking judiciary just making an actual joke out of it, just mocking the Epstein files, really just taking the whole thing of child sex trafficking and boiling it down to a fucking rickroll. That is beyond deplorable. And then just saying like, oh, the files are coming. Nah, they didn't. So what? Like, it's just, there are legitimately, like, nothing is taken seriously anymore by anybody or anything, it feels. I fucking hate it. It's got me spitting. I am covering these monitors in saliva. I am just flabbergasted. I feel like I'm in rock bottom right now, like with the amount of spit that I'm doing here. But I can't help it. It is unbelievable. Let's just set aside this instance of the House Judiciary rickroll. Why in tarnation on God's green earth would you want your House Judiciary to be cringe meme lord Reddit tier losers making rickrolls in the year 2025 of our Lord on anything, let alone something as serious as the Epstein files? How is that not embarrassing? How is that not shameful? I'll stop yapping and ranting about it, but it is just mind-boggling that they can do that. And then nothing happens. They just get to pretend it never happened. They just don't even have the wherewithal to even mention it again or try and explain what led them to thinking that was a good idea, or explaining why the Epstein files that they've promised are still not being released. It's so fucking dumb. It's really about it. See ya. Yeah, my hair's wet because I just got out of the shower. I've been smoking on that West Virginia sticky couch co-op, and it's got me feeling like making fun of some more Pokemon scalpers. This has become a pretty embarrassing epidemic, with grown men fighting each other over Pokemon cards. A month ago, I was covering the Pokemon brawls that were breaking out across the country when Costco made the fatal decision to start stocking Pokemon products. God rest all the souls we lost on that day. Many a brave warrior were sent straight to Valhalla fighting to get their grubby paws on Pokemon boxes. That was always going to end one way: death. Costco and Pokemon together, that's just gonna be catastrophic 100% of the time. That's like a nitroglycerin plant announcing they're gonna start selling fireworks. Anyway, it's not like the scalpers have been hibernating or anything. They've just been fighting in different locations without as much footage surfacing until today. I saw a goofy little fight break out at a Pokemon vending machine. Now, I've never seen one of these in the wild, but these are Pokemon vending machines where you can buy product out of it. And typically they're empty because scalpers come through like the Grinch and buy up the entire inventory and sell it online for a markup. That's how they live their life. Actually taking candy from babies for a $10 profit. It's fucking sickening. So in this video, these are apparently two known scalpers in the Bay Area that start duking it out at 10 a.m. off of a fresh restock. Now, speaking of fresh, if you want to start smelling better, if you don't want to be as stinky as these losers in the videos we're about to watch, then you need to start using Cheeky Soap. We actually just came out with 2 new scents: Absolute Cinnamon and Spope. Spope is spa soap, so we just combined the 2 words together. So this is like a eucalyptus scent. This one's obviously cinnamon. They're available now. Go to usecheeky.com right now. Now, I can't play the audio because it's just DMCA music. So the person who uploaded this is the guy currently at the vending machine and is now getting boxed out by the Eagles hoodie gentleman. So Humpty Dumpty here with that NBA caliber box out, he's throwing that ass back on the guy who uploaded this. And I love this pose right here. This is that Spider-Man 2 stopping the train moment. Man is fucking, it looks like he's protecting the president, like he's about to like take bullets for the guy here, the way that he stretches out like that. I'll play the rest in a moment, but they're bumping and grinding at the Pokemon vending machine. And the guy decided not to keep the original audio in and elected to put a song there instead. I think that's a really weird decision, and I think the reason he would do that is because the Eagles hoodie guy was probably confronting him about scalping. That's, like, based on what I've been reading as well, that seems likely because that guy is apparently a known scalper who actually camps restocks of these fucking Pokemon vending machines, and it stands to reason that if Eagles hoodie guy was calling him out on that, you know, boo, boo, this guy stinks, he's buying every Pokemon box, this sucks. Well, he obviously wouldn't want to leave that in for the video because then nobody would be on his side. And if, like, you can see him at the Pokemon vending machine, he looks like he's about to place an order when the video starts, and then Kevin James from Hitch comes in here getting him with that fucking wobble swag, throwing that ass in a circle on him, getting him out of the way. So, if he just came in there out of nowhere to, like, kick him off the machine so he could hog it all to himself, I imagine he would have left the audio in because it was so unreasonable and so unexpected. That's just my working game theory. I saw a couple Facebook group posts as well as a couple Reddit posts saying they recognize this guy from their local Pokemon vending machines around the Bay Area and basically doing the same thing where he'd be there right when it restocked and grab a ton of product from it. Now, I also saw that the guy who boxed him out has a lot of people who apparently recognize him as well. He's not some virtuous hero, you know. Ass Ketchum is not using those cheeks for good. Apparently, he too cruises these Pokemon vending machines, buying up a ton of product from it. So, it does seem like the original caption of 2 known scalpers, you know, fighting at 10 a.m. is accurate, based on everything I've read from the Bay Area Pokemon community, as well as some of the other people that have talked about this. Anyway, though, back to the action. You can see he is still in a wide power stance, saying, "You shall not pass." And he's instigating this scuffle, by the way, yet he's leaving himself totally undefended. He could have caught the meanest knuckle sandwich of 2025. That move would have been super effective. It would have had him blasting off like Team Rocket. Anyway, though, the action's winding down in the 4th quarter and they go their separate ways. That was pretty awesome. That right there is what Pokemon's all about, at least in the modern day and age. There are so many fights for Pokemon cards, it is unbelievable. But yeah, like I said, these Pokemon vending machines are apparently a hotspot for scalpers. So, one thing that's been kind of popular is people will go there and just start filming and shaming some of the scalpers, and I really appreciate that. I think they're doing a very strong public service by filming these shameless fucking degenerate losers who go there buying tons and tons of product and then going online to sell it for a markup to kids or parents looking to buy something for their kids. Now, I also have said this before, and a lot of people disagree with me, but fuck you, I'm right. I think Pokemon has become less for kids and more for people like this. Adults that view it as a money-making conduit. So they'll see things like the Pokemon Oreo collab, right? And they'll go and buy tons of Pokemon Oreos hoping to get like the Mew one and sell it on eBay for $100. So I feel like most Pokemon products never even really get into the hands of kids predominantly. It is mainly in the hands of adults, like greedy assholes, that are buying it to try and make money off of it. That's kind of what the entire hobby of Pokemon seems to be becoming. Of course, I'm sure there's data to prove me wrong, but I'm gonna plug my ears to that. Fuck you. The data can suck my dick. I think my feeling is more accurate here for this. Because every time there's a Pokemon set, a Pokemon collab, a Pokemon fucking fart somewhere out there, you will have hundreds, thousands of grown-ass dudes going out there to try and make money off scalping it. So it sucks. It super sucks. Anyway, let me show you some scalpers real quick so we can make fun of more of them.
Don't be this fucking guy right here, look. Don't be these two assholes taking all this shit right there. We're all waiting in the fucking line to make fucking $20.
Now, I think it's worth mentioning that Pokemon themselves are aware of the scalping problem, so recently they implemented some new policies to these machines, one of them being anti-loitering and a couple other things meant to combat this. It's not working. Hey, sorry to hit you with the cold water, it is not working. I also heard there were like purchase limits in place, but that doesn't work either because you can just make like maximum purchase limit and then just stay at the machine and then do maximum purchase limit again. So the protocol aren't stopping the scalping problem. I don't know exactly what they can do for these vending machines to stop it. I mean, maybe you hire the Pinkertons and each vending machine comes with its own armed security guard to ensure no scalpers get to ransack it. I really don't know. But at least they're aware of the issue. Maybe they can do something about it down the line that I'm not smart enough to think of, but I truly don't know. Scalpers are a huge issue across the board. They are a scourge on the entire planet, not just to Pokemon. But in Pokemon, I'd say scalpers are some of the worst and most pathetic I've seen.
Here we go again. Cleaning out the machine once again. Every single time I see this guy at the machine is getting cleared out. He doesn't care if it's singles, bundles, ETBs, he's just clearing everything out.
They know how scummy it is too. You can see in all of these like confronting scalper videos, they like get really shy and try and like hide away. Like this guy's just blatantly trying to hide his face. The other two guys, they looked like they were on the verge of tears. Like they know that it's shitty, but they don't care. That little $20 they can make online, that makes it all worth it. They're hustling right now. They're on the grind. I've probably been yapping about this for too long now anyway, so I'll just stop it there. But yeah, Pokemon scalping still super sucks. Really shameful shit. That's really about it. So yeah. I don't think anyone out there is surprised to hear that the Until Dawn movie is not good. But I do think you'll be surprised to hear that I'm getting a little haircut soon. Nothing like drastic or anything, just trimming some of the dead ends, which I haven't done in a long time. But anyway, about the Until Dawn movie, from the very first trailer it was clear this is going to have pretty much nothing in common with the game that it's based on. I've been screaming it and creaming it till I've been blue in the dick, but if you're going to be making a live-action adaptation of a video game, you've got to at least try and make it somewhat respectful to the source material. There's endless examples to pull from of movies and shows that completely miss the mark because they just decide that they know what's best for the property and have no idea what the game that it's based on is even about, like the Halo TV series. I'm not here to just regurgitate that. I only mention that because Until Dawn falls victim to the same thing here. However, I will say, to this movie's credit, the concept they come up with, while not really present in the game, is still a fun idea, where these characters, they go into this spooky house and they've got to survive until dawn. And they just keep getting killed over and over and over again. And they try and piece together the mystery while trying to survive the night so they can finally break the loop. It's more of like a Groundhog Day or like a Happy Death Day kind of thing, similar. Not really like the Until Dawn game, where if you've played it, you know you don't just endlessly retry, dying over and over again. In fact, it's all about your choices trying to keep characters alive, and if you fuck up, if you shit the bed, you could permanently lose the character. That is not really present here. The only thing they borrowed from the game is the idea of the butterfly effect. But how about for people that haven't played the game? Will they like this? I think they'll like half of it. And admittedly, I liked half of it too. It's the first half of the film where it does try and do its own thing. They actually have Peter Stormare, I think that's how you say his name, in this movie in a role. He was in the game too. I thought that was cool. He's not really utilized that much. I'm gonna have to get into spoilers. Spoiler warning. Alright, now that that's out of the way. The first half of this movie is actually enjoyable. Like, it is a fun film. So they spend the first half, and there's recognizable things about it from the game, but if you haven't played the game, I think you'll probably just think that it's cool. They go here, and now they're stuck in this loop where they're getting chased by all kinds of different bad things, Sometimes it's a slasher movie where they're being hunted by this, basically fucking Bane, and he's slaughtering them left and right, and then they reset, and then this time it's not that guy wandering around, like fucking Jason Voorhees. Then it's more of a supernatural thing where they're getting flown around and, possessed and shit like that. And then there's another one where it's more of almost like SCPs that they're being hunted by. It's cool that it kept switching up what was hunting and killing them. The deaths were satisfying, sometimes even just shocking, but in a silly way. So one of the times they just start randomly combusting, just spontaneous combustion, and I mean that in the truest textbook definition. They just start spontaneously combusting, like fucking meat balloons that are popping out of nowhere, which I thought, the theater actually laughed at that. And I'm sure they knew when they were making that scene that it would be silly and fun, and that's when the movie was at its best, when it kept doing these wacky character deaths, being creative with the character deaths, and they were still getting little tidbits of lore about what they're stuck in and what they need to do to get out of it, about needing to survive until dawn, otherwise they're trapped forever in a permanent loop. They become part of the night. That's when the movie was at its best, and it was enjoyable. Yes, there were cheap jump scares. Obviously, there's going to be cheap jump scares, but the characters are absolutely horrible from start to finish. The characters are so one-dimensional. They only have one character trait, and that's it, and that's all they ever do. And now, let's get to the second half, where this movie completely falls apart, and I think even if you haven't played the game, you're going to hate the second half. This movie gets to a point where I think they just got really tired of making it, or maybe they started running out of budget. So they do 3 nights, and it's fun. It's a fun little horror flick for those 3 nights. They're showing you all these deaths and the things that they're starting to learn. And then, after the 3rd night, it skips to the 13th night, the last night. So it literally just goes, here's a death, and then they wake up, and one of the characters says, how many nights has it been? How long have I been out? You've been out for 5 nights. And then one of the other characters, Nina's like, no, it's actually been 13. Check the book. So they check, confirm it's been 13 nights. No one ever survives past 13, so if they die here, that's the end. That's game over. So it literally just skips through all of the interesting shit it was doing to get to the very end, so that way it goes to a glacial halt. Now all of a sudden nothing is happening because it's their last night, and it is a slog. Holy fuck, it's horrible. And they had the chutzpah to have one of the characters be like, oh wait, didn't I record something earlier? Because one of the characters, Abe, had recorded when they first got there. He checks his phone, it turns out he recorded all the other nights. So then you get all the shit you saw in the trailer with that bug in Clover's face, and then that giant Spirited Away guy who's going like this at the camera. Well, all of that was recorded on his phone, and we get a little montage of it for 45 seconds. You don't actually see any of that throughout the film. So instead, it fast forwards through all of that. The only thing that was interesting about it, to get to the second half, where it tries desperately to throw this Hail Mary of somehow loosely tying it into the Until Dawn lore, the game lore, and it does it really, really bad. if you haven't played the game, maybe you won't be insulted by this, but having played the game, man, why did you even try with what they did here? Also, on their final night, pretty much everything they had learned meant nothing. Like, this was never a gradual buildup of how they solved it and how they outsmarted and then survived. What ends up happening on the last night is they look at those videos, and then the final video there has one of the characters being like, I'm gonna follow him, because Peter Stormare came through and she was filming him, and I guess he didn't see her, even though she was kind of just like out in the open filming it, literally like vlogging it. And so she sets the phone down and then follows him, and that was like the last video, and they're like, alright, let's go follow her. But they just like randomly start stumbling across the right way to go, not because they learned anything or adapted or evolved or got better at handling the horrors. They just got really lucky and conveniently just ass over tomato cans fell into the right path. Like, even finding her who followed that guy, she didn't get very far, but they happened to stumble across her. So, like, there was never any emotional moments at all in this film. Everything was so fucking flat. But the thing it was doing well with, like, the creative deaths and, like, being over the top and silly with the deaths, they completely abandoned for the entire second half. So then it's just really boring. And then all of its problems really start to show, because now all of a sudden it's trying new things that don't work. Because it's not building tension. You now know these characters, they might die for real, but they're not even really playing with that. It's very clear they're not going to. And the final confrontation with Dr. Hill, that's Peter, is so comical. So, you remember how I mentioned spontaneous combustion? Well, what causes that, the catalyst, is drinking the water there. So in the final showdown with the big bad, the big villain, Peter, he shows up with a cup of coffee. First of all, he's drinking the coffee with no problem. It's already been established the water makes you blow up. Why isn't he blowing up? I kind of mental gymnastics this explanation in my head, so take it with a grain of salt, but I just cooked up the theory that maybe boiling the water cooks out the explosive elements of it, or he completely leaves the town, like goes across state lines to get clean water and then brews his coffee there and brings it back. Anyway, Clover is talking with him and he's monologuing, the most cliche shit ever. He's monologuing and he's being all over the top and exaggerated with it. So he's turning his back to her and he's like monologuing at a wall. Trauma. It's a very powerful fear. Very powerful. And our main character Clover notices a leaky pipe dripping water, so she moves his coffee cup over it, gets some of the water in it, moves it back, and then he's done monologuing, takes a sip and blows up. And then they all escape and they live happily ever after. Kind of. During this conversation, there are things that they feed you narratively that kind of sets this movie up as a fucking prequel to the Until Dawn game, loosely. It's rough. It is so rough. I don't understand why they thought that would hit. I don't know what they thought they were cooking. It's just not very good. Like, the first half, I was having fun with. If they had just done that for the whole film's runtime, I think this would have been like an enjoyable movie. I think it would have been a fine flick. Nothing special, but it would have been fun if it's just these characters getting gradually better at surviving all of the different horror that's thrown at them until they can finally fucking survive the whole night. That would have been cool. I would have rather seen that as opposed to what they did here, where they did a few nights and then fast forwarded to the very end and tried to like fill in the blanks a little bit. It was just dumb. Like, the whole second half it's so boring. It's so excruciatingly boring. And like I mentioned, there's nothing emotional about it. Like, you don't care about any of these characters here. It's impossible to get invested in them because they don't do anything. They don't have any development. They're hardly fleshed out at all. They don't get anything to do except making bad decision after bad decision after bad decision and then eventually just getting lucky. So it's just, there's nothing to like about the second half. It was a huge fucking blunder, a big fumble, because, as I mentioned, the concept itself is fine. I don't understand why you'd even bother calling this an adaptation of Until Dawn in the first place, since you didn't do that. Really, the whole thing was just kind of a mess after the first half. That was a very weird set of decisions there for the film. So, not very good, but not as shitty as it could have been, I suppose. There's definitely worse video game adaptations out there, but this is definitely in, like, the bottom of the barrel, lower echelon of those, because we also get some very good video game adaptations from time to time now. This is not one of those, though. Anyway, that's really about it. So, yep. I just found the toughest guy on TikTok, the CEO of the Salty Spittoon. He told an inspirational story that I happened to stumble across, and I'm not going to lie to you, sports fans, it's something I really needed to hear.
From that point on, my dad knew he couldn't take on. That was 13. He picked up a stick, a wooden stick, and he went to hit me over the head. And I did this, and it broke. And then I took it out of his hand, threw it on the floor, kicked him in the leg, picked him up, and threw him on the coffee table. Coffee table broke in half.
Yeah, that definitely happened. And everybody clapped. This kid Rex Kwandota's father threw a coffee table like it was Mankind McFoley through a WWE table. Now, I read his comments, and there were naysayers in there thinking that he was just spouting off a load of baloney. Bunch of bullshit. Well, poo-poo on you for thinking that he would be lying about a situation like this. You don't know who you're speaking to. This isn't some ordinary mortal, some weak coward. This is a superhuman. And here he is graciously taking time out of his busy day, sucking piss from his own balls in order to tell us the origin story of his powers. Kind of like when Mark from Invincible awakened his powers, so too did he. And he is going to use this as a way of not just flexing on us, but trying to lift us up.
That's the beauty, that we are actually superhuman. We just don't unlock these genes because we don't put our body and our mind through the pressure. There is something called microfractions. Little microfractions that you cause with hitting the bone thickens the bone.
See, it's that simple. Microfractions. Well, you didn't learn about that in algebra? I'll drop the sarcasm for a moment. Fucking Goober here is confusing microfractures for microfractions. Also, I'm convinced he's not actually speaking to anyone on this podcast. I think he just set up this like podcast look to make it seem like he's got more authority than he actually does on something. But that's just a little game theory. That's a little tinfoil hat conspiracy there. But anyway, I just love that he comes in here preaching, we're all superhumans. Have you ever heard of microfractures? Like that's the eureka moment, like that's the chemical X. It turns out this is the secret that, you know, Big Brother doesn't want you to know. We're actually all X-Men, thanks to microfractions. I feel like it's almost insulting to your intelligence if I explain microfractures here, because I imagine most of you know what that is, but I'll go ahead and dive into it quickly, just in case he happens to have stumbled across this video in between beating 5,000 samurais' asses for the day or something, or whatever cool badass thing he was doing. What he's trying to talk about is microfractures, which you've probably heard of in relation to like Muay Thai. And it's like repeated impact to the bone causes slight little fractures to it, so when it repairs itself, it grows back a bit denser, a bit stronger. Now, obviously, it's not going to turn you into a goddamn superhuman. You could go outside and kick oak trees till the cows come home, kicking infinite oak trees, but you will never be able to have dense enough bones to be like bulletproof or anything like that. Like, it's not going to turn you into a superhuman, and I don't know why he's talking about it like it somehow does.
I used to sit there and hit my shins with a hammer all fucking day. Do you know why people wear boxing gloves? So they don't fuck up their hands by hitting somebody's head. Your head is the strongest bone in the body. And if you train it and bang it enough for a whole year, it becomes 4 times thicker.
He's just straight up wrong. The head is not the strongest bone in the human body. That title usually goes to the femur. But he does say something I do believe him on about banging his head. That I think he's probably telling the truth on. Like, yeah, maybe he was hitting his knees or his shins with a hammer, and he probably started hitting his head with the fucking hammer too from the sound of things here, because he is way off his rocker here. He is off his gourd.
We hurt, and I learned that at a young age. That's what I learned from the Shaolin monks. Go watch them when they spar, when they battle, or when they have a fight. Boom, they turn their head. Wherever you're hitting, they just turn their head. You punch their head, you're breaking your hand.
No, they don't. He doesn't say a single thing in here that's accurate at all, not even by accident. So I know exactly what happened here, though. He saw one video, the old viral video of that Shaolin monk who was taunting his opponent in a fight, where he put his head down and was just taking every blow right on the chin. Like, he was just eating every fucking blow like it was cereal. So that's the video he saw, and he thought that must have been true for all Shaolin monks, I think. That's the only explanation I can think of. Like, and I'm giving him a lot of charitability here with my interpretation of this statement, because I think also equally likely is he's just straight up lying, just actually talking out of his fucking butthole. But I think there's a chance he saw that video of the Shaolin monk in the boxing ring where he was getting hit in the head a lot because he was literally taunting the guy, and he's like, oh, that's how Shaolin monks fight. Must be those microfractions I've heard so much about. They must train with that. So now he's spouting it off here on the podcast. But I don't know why he thinks that. He could have just looked it up for like 2 seconds. Like, Shaolin monks don't just fight with their head for blocking. Like, they're not giraffes. Like, they don't just fight with their head. Like, what? It's outrageous that he would think that. Also, I can't help but have, like, an immense appreciation for the lesson he's trying to teach here to, like, the absolute idiots in his audience. That you should hit your head a lot over the course of a year to make your skull thicker. He's actually trying to preach the gospel that in order to be a superhuman, you need to be, like, banging your head against the wall like it's a horror movie, like the end of Hereditary or something. That is incredible as a lesson that he's trying to get out there. Because that's actually the takeaway. He is literally talking like, if you want to unlock the superhuman X-Men gene, you're going to have to start hitting your shins with a hammer and damaging your skull so that way it'll get thicker and stronger and more dense. You ever heard of Shaolin monks and microfractions? That's an incredible lesson for him to try and teach on TikTok. That's amazing.
Come in to kill you. When I punch somebody, I don't punch their head. I'm imagining my fist going through their head, through the back of their head. Their head gets stuck here on my elbow. That's how Bruce Lee used to punch. And who was like that? Mike Tyson. He comes in and when he punches, why do you see everybody's head flying? Because he tried to put his fist through the guy's head. That's why every single punch you see people fly. Look today, all the knockouts that are in the UFC. Somebody kicks him, he does a slap kick. Chin, boom, boom, boom. Guy goes down this way. Mike Tyson, Bruce Lee, it's a different punch.
Hey, can't argue with that. When this man throws a punch, he's turning your skull into body armor for himself, locking it in like an elbow pad. That is, of course, assuming you haven't trained your skull with sledgehammers for the better part of a decade, because then even he would be powerless against a skull that thick. You'd be looking like Sheen out of that episode of Jimmy Neutron when he gets really smart and has that huge brain. But yeah, I just think it's really fun listening to this guy talk about how badass he is. It's so cool. I punch through their skull and then their head's locked on my elbow. I end up looking like I'm out of Mad Max. I adorn my body with decorations of viscera and body parts. It's so fucking good.
Belgian horses are the biggest and the strongest horses in the world. Each one could pull 12,000 pounds. If the two of them are put together, how much weight could they pull?
Together, they're pulling 24,000 right there.
By math, if you do it right, they're pulling 24,000. When you put two alpha males, Belgian horses, together, they could pull 36,000 pounds.
Math can never calculate the potential of an alpha. Also, the AI art he uses for all of his videos is fucking mind-boggling. Yikes. Horrifying. But you're gonna find this hard to believe. He's wrong again. So, this is actually something a lot of other influencer alpha males mention about the Belgian horses as an example of how strong brotherhood can be. They're able to punch way above their weight class, beyond what you would expect given, you know, the numbers here. And it all stems from something called entree leadership from someone named Dave Ramsey, who gave this Belgian horse example when it comes to synergy. So, Belgian horses can pull up to 8,000 pounds individually, not 12,000 like Goofball mentions. And Dave Ramsey saying when you put two together, they are able to actually pull under like optimal conditions, trained together. They can get up to like 30 or even 32,000 pounds that they can pull together through synergy. Well, our guy didn't quite understand that. He couldn't get the numbers correct, and he was trying to spout out an idea that's not his to begin with. I don't think he read Dave Ramsey's book. I'm starting to wonder if he's literate in the first place. Instead, I'm sure he saw some of the other influencer alpha males that have butchered that book excerpt, and he just tried to call upon that and got it wrong.
It's because one pushes the other. If you guys work together as a team, like two Belgian horses, you'll be able to pull a lot more than you're pulling on your own.
Yeah, I like that.
It's amazing that when you see brothers really work as a team and understand that nothing can break you, which means if I separated you and I took you in a room, no matter how hard I would beat you, you don't give up your brother.
Yeah.
You don't break. Don't ever let a woman separate between you guys. Every single ex-girlfriend of my brother separated us, didn't want me around. When I was around, he was being more of himself. Brotherhood is the most important thing.
Every single one of your brother's ex-girlfriends didn't want you around? And you think that's a problem with them, not you? Like these women that knew nothing about you at all, like they didn't have it out for you, all of them for some reason just didn't want you around, and you don't think that's because you're a fucking weirdo? Or maybe I'm just talking crazy. That's clearly not the lesson to be learned from that experience there. Obviously not. It all ties back to Belgian horses, actually. Anyway, though, I really enjoyed going down a little bit of a rabbit hole on some tough guy TikTok content, so I just wanted to talk about it a little bit. That's it. See ya. Hey, we are at the most haunted farm in Florida. We actually purchased it because we needed to have ample time to get in here and de-hauntify it.
Yep.
What have you guys heard about this place before I give you the real story?
What haven't I heard about this darn place? I heard that the lady before who owned it died, and the man before her died also.
Oh, jeez. But over like a normal period of time.
Over like a 40 or so year period.
It was in a hospital. I heard it was vacant for 2 years for scary reasons. All right, so yeah, what's the real story? You said you'd tell us.
Indian burial ground. Mm-hmm. And then those, before the Indians died, it was like ghosts.
Ghost aliens. It was the ghost hotel. The maybe only true statement there is that we bought this place.
We got 20 acres and God knows how many spirits haunt these grounds.
Well, there was the cryptid ghost war.
Yeah.
That's why there's a fence out there.
That's why the aliens came. All right.
Should
we start? All right. Put down the compass.
We'll start in here.
Are we gonna lights out, or are we gonna stay keep the lights on?
No, we're gonna light.
All right, I'm gonna swap to the next camera then.
All right. So in the living room.
Your shirt glows in the dark.
Was it?
That's actually crazy.
Oh yeah, check for ectoplasm and handprints.
I'm not seeing any ectoplasm. No goo.
Check, yeah, just keep checking that.
There's no. Oh, wait. What? Oh, ectoplasm.
Oh shit. Fuck. They thought they could get it past us.
Oh my god.
Somebody came here.
No, put it back on it. Like, there it is. I got it.
Oh,
I got it.
Oh my god.
Wow. It's crazy, right?
Evidence of Zozo.
All right.
Wow. What a find.
Mark that down in the ghost journal.
This could be a gin.
Wait, Matt, where are you? This is the new tour part. I'm in the kitchen. You see all that back there?
Holy shit.
Yep.
Whoa.
Hang on. Yep. The epicenter of evil. Everybody has said the whole time it's been a chef ghost. Oh!
Oh my god.
Disgusting. Somebody's probably cooked here. Now you're jacked in.
Get in there. Get in there.
No, you got it. Oh, okay.
Let's go to the fireplace. Give them plenty of room.
Let's go to the fireplace. Watch the cat balls.
All right, you ready, Chase?
I'm going under.
All right.
He's in.
Is there anyone here with us tonight? Every cat pulse fucking floats.
That's crazy. So like, what's up? We should have brought some trigger items. We didn't consider that.
Is there anyone here with us tonight?
If there is, can you tell us?
Oh.
All right, let's pack it up.
It's nice to meet you.
What? Oh, be patient.
We went back too far.
Yeah. Hey guys, was that a ghost?
Am I a fucking ghost?
I think gulp. It was a ghost.
I think it's in my butt right now.
Wait.
This is my mom.
Wait, like what way is it in your butt?
in there, looking around.
Like the whole thing, the whole ghost?
He's inspecting it. He's just like, whoa, pretty nice of you.
He like shrunk himself down. He's like,
They're just not speaking to me. Maybe I'm not tuned correctly.
Pass that shit to the right hand side. Oh, I'm in there. Went so fast.
He's so attuned.
I saw like 4 past lives.
The spirit realm's already speaking to him.
Chelsea, now I feel bad. You were actually scared you didn't have to come. I'm sorry.
if there's anyone with us here tonight, please scare Chelsea.
So mean.
That's the only way you can prove your existence.
I can't hear you guys, but I swear he said Lyndon Johnson.
Lyndon Johnson, are you with us?
Ford.
Oh,
man.
He's a big President's fan.
Oh my God, this is where
This was the epicenter of evil.
Oh,
This is big. This is big proof. Irrefutable proof.
Diane
Ross.
Everyone's here.
Oh, Princess Diane. Sorry.
I actually just read about how paparazzi is the reason she died.
A couple seconds of El Sonidito.
Alright, now the real test. Can you touch a cat ball?
Brother.
Baby steps. Baby steps.
Alright, my bad. How old were you when you passed?
Why?
I'm just curious. I'll tell you, I'm 30.
We want to meet you.
I want to shake your hand.
What the fuck? Does our presence here make you angry?
Or
Maybe.
okay.
If you touch one of these cat balls on the floor right now, we will leave.
We'll go home. You can touch this one, that one, or that one.
If there's a spirit here in one of the cat balls. See, I feel like energy.
I'll try throat singing.
Yeah. Hit a cat ball if there is anyone here tonight. Hit one of the cat balls to prove your presence once and for all.
Much faster.
We want to know you're here. Hit
Chelsea, why are you throat singing?
balls.
Maybe we scared the spirits.
I'm gonna try something.
Do it. No way. No way.
Oh, he's locked himself in.
You want a camera?
Are you afraid of people in big groups?
What's he expecting to happen in there? There's not even a cat. Someone to pick up on the They have no kind of device to know if they're talking.
Yep, I just realized that.
I can pretty clearly see the whole moon with the infrared. That's pretty cool.
Say, that's kind of fucking me up because yeah. Oh shit, yeah. Look at the lightning, like part of the moon.
The clouds. There's lightning out here. Oh. Oh yeah, look at that.
That's the
Chelsea's getting a bunch of it.
That's the sign from Buzz letting us know he's here, watching us.
So it's said that these stalls
weren't for horses, but for men.
Yep. These were men's stalls.
Going so weirdly racist with this video.
Oh, is that what
Not in that way.
No, in like a sex way.
Yeah, like sex dungeon.
Jeez.
We're doing a good job of taking this one seriously, I think, guys. The ghosts are gonna come out.
That's right.
Who's in here?
There was a.
Wait, did you guys actually hear that or no?
Hear what?
Yeah, it's something.
Yeah, there's actually something back there.
There's something crawling around in our stuff.
Wait, I was just in there. I didn't hear it.
Oh, it's some sort of bird or
Yeah.
bat. Chelsea, you're up.
Oh, it's a bat. Yeah.
Is it a bat?
No, it's a cardinal.
Oh, maybe it's like Dumbledore's pet.
I feel like you guys got very. You doing all right, Charles?
That scared me. Right at me. Do they transmit diseases when they get close?
I mean, you could get bird flu, but I think you'll be okay.
It also didn't really come that close to you.
Do we have the headphones?
I left them in there.
That's alright, we'll just
I'll go get them. Guys, if I don't make it back.
Cool.
I'll live, I think.
What the? Oh, there's another bird.
What?
Wait, what?
There's a second bird.
Oh.
Oh, is that the
Are
same?
you sure it's not the same bird?
It's a different one.
That one's not red, yeah.
I think that one was red. Where did
I
he
think
go,
it
though?
was.
He went out the fence.
I think he's escaped.
Now's your chance to get chased. He's separated from the group.
And if there's a bat, now's your chance to tell Aaron so he doesn't start freaking out like Charlie does. Now I
Are you
get
scared
it.
of bats?
No, but the rabies thing does get me.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm fucking saying.
Remember, we have infrared, so if you open your eyes, you'll...
Allergy? Here we go.
Oh, they don't like being outside.
It is getting to be pretty heavy in the pollen.
I'm about tired of the games here, Spirit, so if you're here in this barn, let us know. We have no cat balls, but just make a loud sound.
Can we talk to horse ghosts? I'm being serious. I'm not joking.
Well, you have to speak their language.
No. That now you're making a joke of it. We're trying to find real ghosts.
Giovanni.
Wow.
He read your mind.
Buzz.
Giovanni is a pretty good horse name.
That's definitely a horse name.
Yeah.
Do you like apples, Giovanni? What's your favorite kind of apple?
All in.
No, he's all in on all apples.
I'm more of a Honey Crisp guy.
Yeah,
so-
same.
Honey Crisp goes crazy.
Y'all gonna hop on Cosmic Crisps. Sign language.
That's like what a horse would do with their tail.
Good.
I think Giovanni's a fucking horse.
What the?
Do you want some sugar cubes?
Will.
Whoa.
This is like the closest conversation we've ever had.
With a horse.
What was it like here? In the barn?
Empty.
Yeah, no, they are all empty.
They're
but
gone now.
One of them was yours at one point, I would imagine.
He thinks.
This is a back-to-back-to-back Spanish channels.
Yeah, no, you get caught in the loop. It's kind of rough.
Anything even remotely decent?
There was like.
Yeah, we figured out it was probably a horse.
Oh, yeah, you were a horse was
Horse
speaking
named
to you.
Giovanni.
Look at that. It's beautiful out here. See that? That's the forest.
It actually does look so fucking creepy at night.
It does.
There's symbiote.
That actually scared me.
Yeah, there actually is like symbiote.
There's some kind of foreign goo.
It's the goo from Resident Evil 7.
It's a xenomorph.
I think that's just bird poop, guys.
Birds don't shit like that. Not naturally.
Not unless they're battling something. Like a spirit.
Oh god,
That's a
bird
spirit
spirits.
shit.
You really don't want bird spirits. They have flying and vigilance.
What
If
was it?
there was a fucking ghost here, then do something with me.
Jerk my penis clean off.
Blow my shit off smooth.
Blow my shit off cleanly.
Is there a spirit here? And if there is, tell her.
Are you here?
Yeah.
We're here. Are you here?
Wow.
Whoa, still here?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Do you have a name?
Diego.
Oh, maybe that was the Spanish ghost.
Oh, maybe that was this. Oh,
Yeah.
Come here.
We're
Flashing. Flash.
here. Is that flashing?
Nope. Oh. Wait. Let me see out this window.
Oh,
Whoa,
that kind of is flashing.
Bump. Do it again.
Do it again. Sorry, we were not prepared.
I can't.
Oh, fuck.
I used all of its power. It wasn't even on. It's right over here. We found it. It's over here.
Touch it. Do it again.
All week long.
No, just now.
I'll be here all week.
Is that was Thursday working for you?
It's the best we've ever done.
Flashing.
I'm not gonna lie, you said flashing, and it started flashing outside the window the second you said it.
Flashing?
Yes.
I looked out the window to see if it was flashing the cat balls in the house, maybe. Like there was a little bit of latency, but.
Can you imagine he's over there like, God damn it.
I just got here. I always think about that sometimes where like the most scary outcome would be like we just turn around and look back and there's like 3 people in the house.
Whoa. What?
It's like, well, that's a sick idea. We should have done that.
We should have done that.
Hey, I did.
Whoa, you did it?
Oh, I go look.
Yeah, my bad. My B player. No, you actually did it.
I touched a cobweb.
Is it?
Oh, we're getting some
Touch it.
a little
Touch
stronger.
it. Touch it.
Whoa.
Put
Touch
your
it.
balls.
I stole it.
Oh, I got
No,
it.
no, it's okay. We have it still.
Go ahead.
Touch it.
We're both touching.
Oh! Diego's active in here.
Yeah.
Hey, bud, we're not jacked into this again, but if you want to show you're here, make this hit a 5 in the next 2 seconds. Okay.
Yeah.
Diego, what the
He's
heck?
probably tired. He was doing that for a
I was
while.
gonna say that was probably like hours in ghost time. Holy shit, guys! Shooting star, make a wish. Where?
Are you talking about the plane?
Oh, I thought it was a drone. Sorry, guys. He's got a weapon.
Chase is possessed. He's going into the woods.
Chase, no. not by
Chase, don't do
yourself.
it. Chase, no.
Chase, no.
No, Chase.
Stop.
Don't let it consume you.
My leg is moving. My arms are unlocking the gate against my will.
On the wrong side. Okay, what if that's like they communicate once we go back and there's one poop in every toilet in the house?
Please stop. We're on septic.
Oh. And it'll warm up in here.
This was left over from the alien war you were talking about.
It's their proprietary technology.
It's a tractor beam.
Ouija board time. One finger on the planchette.
Should I have this on so we can actually see it or no?
No, we'll just feel it.
I think.
There it is.
So,
Here,
yeah.
I'll make room.
And you do like a circle, right?
Yeah, you
To
can
open
circle it so you to open it.
Okay.
I don't know if it's counterclockwise or clockwise though.
Probably counterclockwise because it's.
I would think so too. Yeah,
Okay.
they don't like that. Well, they like that, but we don't.
Is it open?
I have no idea.
Does it feel open?
Here, let me look it up real quick.
Oh, you mean?
Oh my
Immediately
god!
took his hand off.
Literally
it's-
took his fingies off.
Oh, we're doomed.
There's something you're supposed to do, right? It's like, we've gathered here, righteous and true, talk to a spirit, where are you, or something.
Sure. Yeah, let's say that.
Wait, yeah.
You know,
We all remember it?
yeah,
We gathered here, righteous and true,
To talk to ghosts.
just like you.
So come on, spirits,
Come
speak
on.
to me.
Make us scared and make us pee.
is there any spirits here with us tonight? Oh, I feel it trying to move.
Are there any spirits wanting
Oh,
to
wait,
talk?
that's like
Stop, Charlie.
I'm not doing shit. I was trying to read. This is the most movement we've ever had. I am literally
I'm very
barely
lightly
touching.
it.
Stop it, you guys.
I'm actually extremely light on it too.
Yeah, I am not. I swear to God, I don't know how to convince you anymore that I'm barely touching it.
Me too. That's what's so weird. I mean, it's going towards the yes side, isn't it?
If you could speed it up a little bit, Spirit, I'd appreciate it.
We're on a timetable.
It's on the G.
G. Oh.
G money.
Yep. We
Yeah.
got a real G with us here.
G.
Jewel.
His name is G.
Do you
Giovanni. Wait, is it Giovanni?
It's the horse. Are you a horse? Hello, spirits. Hear my cry. Talk to me.
Because I'm your guy.
Before we die. I am old and you are young.
Well, now you did it.
I am smart and you are dumb.
We gather here to speak with you, to know your death, and if it's true.
Tell us your name and tell us your age.
Why do you keep doing this to yourself?
Take over.
This is your story, write your page.
If you are here with us, please speak with us through this Ouija board device by moving the planchette to yes.
It's going to know.
It's going the other way.
No, I'm not actually here, guys.
He heard our revs. He was like, nah. He's polite enough to let us know, though.
Whoa, it's on no, presumably.
Spirit, if you're here, please move this planchette and spell a word for our cameraman to see.
And I know I'm not actually part of this, but I'll pretend I am.
What do you mean? I said you can't take
No, you can take your hand.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Oh, it's
fucking schmoovin'.
What the
Going.
fuck? Oh my god.
One of you is fucking pushing the shit out
I'm
of
not pushing shit. I'm not pushing it.
How many goals did the Lightning score?
All right. Yes, Spirit. How many goals did the Lightning score?
After this, it starts doing like cooch under over goals. Did I hit parlay?
Can you imagine we found a ghost that can cheat for us?
Oh my god.
Are there numbers on this board?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now it feels like whoever's moving it is getting weary of their answer. Oh god! Who's doing this?
Somebody is just moving the fuck out of this.
Yes.
I'm
barely touching.
They've not picked
My
an
right
answer.
arm's going crazy, not touching.
I would lift. I'll do little tippy tappies to show you I'm not.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. I'm lifting it up and down.
That's so weird to stop.
That is so
Did they
weird.
score 5.5?
They did, actually. No.
Damn it! What was it?
The correct answer should have been 4.
Oh, it was so close. We've had our fun. It's thanks for playing. Now it's time to leave.
But go Super Saiyan.
All right, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Wait, what about the other 5?
You have to close all of them.
Those are fun.
Those can stay open.
Anything at all.
From any of anything. Something happened.
Cat ball goes to.
Does
They literally made this for you.
this do anything for you? That's like 8 portals.
It's crazy how not even the phony baloney apple talk is.
We're gonna walk back in there after this, and it's just gonna be sand on the ground.
Sand. Curse of Ra.
That was close.
Well, I mean, I guess it is a good thing that our new spot isn't haunted.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Hey guys, you heard it here. We got a farm.
Yeah. And it's clear as spirits.
Yep.
All right. Well, good work, guys. Another successful ghost hunt.
We did it.
And we went through the witching hour.
Ghosts
4.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
us 4.
Us 4 goes 0.
It's crazy how every other ghost hunter finds them so easily.
that is so weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alright. Do you want any closing remarks?
Yeah, that's a good sign off, I think.
I think we'll just have to try again in a couple weeks.
Yeah. We'll keep checking back. It's like you monitor your health with annual checkups, monthly checkups. I don't know. We'll keep doing it.
If you have haunted footage, send it at this link below.
Gamersubs.gg. Actually, we'll just give them Shane's email for cheeky.
If you guys have a haunted experience recorded on tape, send it to help@gamersubs.gg.
All right, thanks guys.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.
That was cute.
Guys, I'm seeing how haunted it is here in the bathroom. I don't know if you can see me that good. Yeah, you can see me pretty good. I'm just seeing how haunted it is. Here's the bathroom. We heard some weird noises coming from in here earlier, so I just figured I'd come in and check it out for myself. Guys, I really do think there's something in here. I don't know if it's in the shower or something, but I really do hear something. I don't know if it's getting picked up on the mic or anything, but there's something. I don't think it's raining, but there's definitely something in this fucking bathroom with me, guys.